Hi everyone! So Scrawlrbox came in the mail yesterday and I'm super excited to open it. I've already cut into it because these things take forever to open. Just take everything out. So this is the print. That's the artist, Carla Couture. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And the paper today is watercolour paper, so I'm guessing there's going to be some paints in here. So we got the little menu that I'll look at in a second, sticker. Ooh, Faber-Castell watercolour pencils. It's pretty cool. I have quite a lot of watercolour pencils from when I was a kid, but I use them quite a lot, so they're all tiny. And oh, this is also a watercolour pencil. That's cool. Never seen like a regular pencil that's watercolour. A water brush, another one to add to the collection. Another stapler. Just got one of those a couple of months ago in one of these boxes, and an eraser. And of course, the little sweet, which is bubblegum today, watermelon bubblegum. So I'm just gonna have a closer look at what's in the box. So first off are these Faber-Castell 12 watercolor pencils. And it looks like they have a little pamphlet inside of how to use it, which is good because I haven't used watercolor pencils for ages. I mean, I guess I know the basic principle. You just put the water down, you put the pencil down, and you put the water on, right? Doesn't seem too hard. But I was just looking at this print here, and some of these, like the way this looks, it looks like it's proper watercolor, not just watercolor pencil. So I'm kind of curious to see how you can get that effect, because that looks really cool. So that's just a whole bunch of information on there. Some techniques. Pretty cool. So I've had a lot of Faber-Castell stuff growing up when I was a kid. I don't know why, I always thought it was like super rich, and when I had it I was excited because I thought it had the best art supplies ever. And this here is just like a regular pencil, graphite pencil, but it says here that it's water, like a water pencil as well. So that'll be interesting. I've never seen one like that. Then the Faber-Castell water brush, just a regular water brush, but it does say on the packet that you can use this lid for creative techniques such as scraping and scratching, so I have to give that a go. Then there's the eraser, just a regular eraser, pencil sharpener, which looks pretty sweet. I have a few already, but what's one more, right? And then the menu and the sticker, and then the challenge for this month is quiet morning, so I have to think of something to do for that. So yeah, I guess let's start sketching something. Okay, so I've got all the supplies and I'm gonna just do a little bit of testing. So I'm gonna sharpen my pencil. As you can see, I've already got 2 sharpeners, so another one to add to the list. Ooh. Well, it sharpens, so that's a good sign. So this is the Mars Lumograph pencil. Works like a pencil. And it says it's water. It says it's got a little paintbrush there, so it looks like it might be water soluble, and it is. That's really cool. I've never actually I've actually seen a water-soluble regular lead graphite pencil before, so that's pretty cool. Nice. Okay, put a bit more pencil down. Try out the eraser, just a regular eraser. I think I probably got like 3 or 4 of these. And it erases. This box is so far in 100% perfect condition. Okay, so the pencils. So I haven't used watercolour pencils since I was probably like 9, 10. I used to use them a lot when I was younger. Pencil lead keeps breaking, even though on the tin it says this pencil lead doesn't break. So those are all the colours in pencil form. Let's see what they look like in watercolour form. So they're super vibrant, which is cool. So these are really super pigmented. So I guess if you want them to be a little bit less, you're going to have to use a lot of water and a little bit of pencil. Just going to see how light you can get these. I'm going to kind of do like a little gradient. And then another thing I used to love doing with watercolor pencils was when the page was still wet, you kind of like scribble into it. It's kind of weird. Maybe I won't do that. Cool. So that's that. I guess I'll just see what this looks like when it's mixed up with the watercolor. So it's pretty cool. You can get like some interesting kind of color variation. Still see that line a bit though. And of course you can use them just like a regular pencil. Because that's still a bit wet. Don't really use colour pencil for colouring in, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Just kind of scribble. Okay, so that's all of the materials tested. The one thing I haven't tested is this lid here, which apparently you can do scraping techniques with. So I guess like that, which I don't think I'm ever going to do because I don't really like that. But that's there if you ever want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead, I've got a little square down here that I'm going to pop my Scrawlrbox challenge in. It is quite morning, so I'm just going to go ahead and draw that. So I did end up drawing a little picture in that box on this piece of paper, but I chucked it out and I started a new one. And this is a little sketch I did in my sketchbook. It's going to be a girl pulling a sled through snow. And the reason why I threw out the last sketch that I made is because it didn't turn out how I wanted it. The subject matter was a bit strange as well, because my idea of a quiet morning is playing video games with my boyfriend while drinking coffee, but Minecraft and watercolours doesn't really work out very well. And the other reason is because, like I said earlier, these pencils are super pigmented, and I think I was just not used to them at that point, and it came off really cartoonish and not very good. So I had a little practice with these before I did this sketch, and while the sketch is a bit better than the last one, it still isn't perfect. And I think I actually reminded myself of why I haven't used these watercolour pencils since I was a kid, and I just don't like them anymore. When I was a kid it was fine, like you just draw whatever you want, you don't really care about technique or what it looks like, everything's just fun. But now, you know, you want things to look good when you're older, and you can see your flaws and you get frustrated when things don't work. So I think I just don't have the patience for these pencils. So I probably won't be using them again. But let's talk about the picture here. So my idea of a quiet morning, like I said earlier, would be playing some video games and drinking coffee. But I don't get to do that much, as I normally have to get up early to go to work. But this morning, I didn't have to go to work, neither did my boyfriend, because we have been not snowed in. That's a little bit dramatic for England. But we aren't able to get to work because our car's in the garage and no one feels like biking to work in like a foot of snow. Maybe an inch of snow, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say it's a foot. So we were both inside working, and we live in a big apartment building, so there's a big front area outside, and some kids were out there trying to sled down the tiny slope that we have, and also throwing snowballs at each other. And it was quiet because it was snowing and we were at home, and I definitely was drinking coffee, and it was just a really nice morning. So I thought I would draw that instead. So I'm just finishing off with some snow, and I really wanted to kind of make the grey go into the sky, but that grey pencil didn't really blend as well as I'd like to, and you can see quite a sharp line. So this is definitely not like my style. This is like a cartoony kind of like a cartoony children's book illustration by someone who isn't very good at children's book illustrations. But I gave it a try. I was going to give up, but I gave it a second try, and I'm glad that I did. But I'm definitely not going to use these pencils again. They're probably going to go in the bottom of my drawer, and I'm not going to see them ever again, because I really did not enjoy using them at all. So for these pencils, I give them 1 out of 10. This pencil here was okay. I give it a 5 out of 10. This eraser erased, 10 out of 10. The sharpener was actually pretty awesome, 10 out of 10. Would sharpen again. And this brush is a brush. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next month. Thanks, bye.